All right, we're out here in Rexburg, Idaho, and we're gonna be building an A-frame off this house. We get a lot of snow here and they complain about ice building up on the staircase. So let's set our footings and get to building. What's up guys, just got done finishing these concrete footers, put our saddles in. We're gonna go about 10.5 feet high and then come off that roof and put a peak on this. It's gonna look really awesome. Just make sure you do all the finished work, let it dry overnight. We're back tomorrow, check it out. All right, so we got our post up, there's Shannon. And we're gonna take off our gutter in between where the peak is because there's no need for it anymore. So I took the cutting wheel, cutting here, gonna take all these nails out and remove this. All right, so I'm cutting out the roof to get our beams across, and they just went right over the old cedar shake. You see this in a lot of old homes here in Idaho. So that'll be fun. All right guys, we got all of our beams set. Now we're working on the rafters, taking a jigsaw and getting this final seat cut done. All right, so we got our main rafters up. Now we gotta go to the smaller pieces, they're a little more tricky. But it's looking good so far. Do that, cut our tails, and then get our ceiling shiplap. All right, so now we got everything framed out. We're gonna get shiplap after we get our fascia boards on, and then metal roofing. All right guys, so we got all of our rafters up, our hardware, our fascia, and now we're gonna get the shiplap up. What else? Stole my line! Next step is gonna be the shiplap ceiling, the metal roof, and then the paint to finish. We got all our rafters on. Now we're putting up our shiplap. This is a 1x8. It's easy to let them run long and then string line and cut them after. So we're gonna do both sides, run them long, then cut it. All right, so we got all our plywood up on the roof. Now I'm laying down the number 30 felt paper. This is an extra waterproofing material, and then our metal roof will go on top of that. Let's get it. Shannon, what are you guys doing down there? Setting the chalk line for the final cut here on the last piece of plywood that's going on top of our roof. Awesome. And tar paper. Now I run my tar long and then I crease it over the side, take my knife here and then cut along that crease to get a nice finish. All right, now I got all the tar paper on. Start from the bottom and work your way up. That way each layer overlaps so that watershed goes down each side. After that, I get the drip edge on over the tar paper. Take your metal snips, cut around the corner, especially on this first one. Get that started there and run it down. Now we're ready for roofing. All right, so this is what it looks like on the bottom so far. You can see that drip edge running over it. Got our black steel hardware, tar papers on top. Next, we got to do our flashing, which runs down through these valleys on both sides. And then we're going to lay our metal roof on top of all that, get this stained or painted, depending on what they want to do. So we're back out in Rexburg on our awning that we built over our entry. We're actually going to be staining and painting this guy. All right, guys, so we're going to go with a special walnut on the rough sawn beams and posts. And we're gonna go with white on the fascia, on the front and the sides. It's gonna look really awesome. Always make sure to take time and put plastic on your site. I've made a lot of messes and it's not worth it. Put plastic up. All right, so you can see up here on the top, we got our new metal roof, which looks awesome. For painting and staining, so we're painting that fascia and trim all white while staining the rest special walnut by Minwax. All right guys, we got everything built, stained and painted. This was a really fun project. I hope you learned something. Leave a comment below if you're gonna try this or have any questions. You're watching TMBRMAN TV.